Hey, I'm Perry Black right here at Second Chance Youth Ranch TV, and you don't want to miss this show. Don't go away. This is going to be awesome. I've got Pastor Lance Goddard and his wife, Tina Goddard, the administrator and principal of Arkansas Christian Academy. And you don't want to miss this show, so stay tuned and I'll be right back. Hey, welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch. I'm your host, Perry Black, and my special guest with an S on the end is Pastor Lance Goddard and his lovely wife, Tina Goddard. And you guys are also, aren't you the children's minister somewhere in Central Arkansas?
I am the children's pastor here at Family Church Bryant.
Here at Family Church Bryant?
Here at Family Church.
What do you mean here at Family Church? We're at the ranch.
It's all conclusive.
The beauty of television.
The ministry of all of it.
We're at the ranch, but we're not at the ranch. We're at the church at the ranch.
Correct.
So, tell me a little bit about you guys. Pastor Lance, you've been here at Family Church Bryant for a day or two.
Be 25 years within this week.
So, as the taping of this show, we don't actually tape the show, by the way. We disc the show, I think. I'm not even sure we do that. We may online the show.
Digitize the show.
All this changing stuff with television. But you've been here at Family Church Bryant as a children's pastor.
Yes, sir.
For 25 years.
Quarter of a century.
Quarter of a century. That sounds like a long time unless you're my age, which is nearly a century.
It was pre-gray hair, yes sir.
So that's pretty outstanding. The typical, I don't know if viewers get this, but the typical youth or children's minister in America, in all of America, youth ministers stay at a church about 9 months. Children's minister might pull off 11 or 12 months.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
So here at Family Church, in this ministry, we break all the modes.
Yes, sir, we do.
25 years. Now, you have a lovely lady with you today. Can you tell us who this is?
Yes, this good-looking lady on my left here is my wife, my better half.
Your better half?
My better half, yes, sir. I'm way in over my head.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt about that. But she also has a responsibility here in this ministry.
Yes, sir.
But she's not a children's minister.
No.
She ministers to some children at the house. How many kids y'all got?
We have 4.
4 children?
Yes, sir.
And your youngest, what, 2, 3 years old? Y'all are a young couple?
Youngest is 13. My son's 15. My recently graduated daughter is 17. And then I have another one getting ready to turn 21 in June.
Golly. That's not even possible. How can a 21-year-old lovely lady have a 21-year-old daughter?
I know.
And be married to a guy who's been in children's ministry right here 25 years. So how long have you been married, Mrs. Goddard?
24 years.
And your anniversary is?
June 8th.
June the 8th. So by the time this show airs, y'all will have celebrated
24 years.
4 years. So not only are you breaking the modes of the length of marriages in our society, you're breaking the modes of children's ministry in our society.
Yes, sir.
And so since you have 4 young adults, really, are you a stay-at-home mom? You just kind of lay around the house, eat bonbons?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you do, Miss Goddard?
I'm actually the elementary principal at Arkansas Christian Academy.
Well, let's be a little more direct than that. You're actually the master degreed administrator of Arkansas Christian Academy and the elementary principal. And so did your children attend, do they attend Arkansas Christian Academy?
Yes, all 4 of them do. Well, 2 of them have already graduated, so I still have 2
Yeah,
in
one
the
just
school.
graduated just very, very recently, May the
Yes.
22nd. And now you've got a son that's going into the 10th grade,
Yes, sir.
a daughter going in the 8th
grade.
grade. And so that's pretty outstanding.
Halfway done.
Halfway done.
Well, not done. Halfway done from graduating.
Yeah, because now it's just college and life and someday more children. No?
No.
Grandchildren.
Yeah.
Grandchildren.
Grandbabies.
Yeah, I didn't mean real children, I meant grandchildren. So what is your involvement with Second Chance Youth Ranch? I mean, you're a children's pastor, administrator, and principal of the elementary school. So what's the involvement with Second Chance Youth Ranch? Number one, can I just fill in the blanks? The ranch has been open with children since '05. Here we are in 2020, so that's 15 years. but y'all been here 25, you've been here 24, and you've been a part of the school for, you didn't start us with the school though, did you, Tina?
When the school opened, I helped teach math to the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders.
Yeah, and you were previously at Pulaski Junior
Heights.
High, Pulaski Heights Junior High. And prior to that, you were at Mableville Junior High. That's where my daughters went prior to moving to Bryant. And you were also in Oklahoma somewhere in public school education. Where was that?
Bristow, Oklahoma.
In Bristol. So you've been a part of education for a long time.
Yes.
So here at Arkansas Christian Academy, you do work with our young people at Second Chance Youth Ranch, so you have direct involvement with them. Just today, you were testing a student, and so y'all do the evaluations, the rest of the administrative team. So you're directly involved in that. So do you find there's a benefit for foster children to attend a modest-sized, private, even Christian school?
I do, because most kids that come from the foster care are usually behind academically in some sort of fashion. And so with our small class sizes, it allows us to meet their individual needs and help get them to the level that they need to be at.
Sometimes they're behind, not because they're not really smart. It's either they've had some educational neglect or they bounce from placement to placement to placement. Sometimes a student will come to us, they've been in a dozen or more placements in a year or so. So we've got about a minute in this segment. So tell me, Lance, as a children's pastor, how are you involved with some of our students in foster care?
Well, I get the wonderful opportunity of doing chapels. I do 12 chapels a week, including services. And typically we have these kids every morning, and then also have them in church a lot of times too. So I get to see them come in disarray, emotionally, spiritually. And then the longer they're with us, I get to see the other side of them coming together, the building of relationships, the grounding of the Word. God, I wouldn't even trade it. Oh my goodness, I just think of all the kids that have come through.
Well, you've been here long enough now, Lance, that at the church, and now with the school being in its 20th year, just completed, I think, our 20th year, started in 01, or going into our 20th year, Tina. You've been here long enough that you've baptized children, and now we're marrying those children as adults and baptizing their children.
Yes, sir.
And that's what ministry is all about, and that's what we bring to the table at Second Chance Youth Ranch. So we want to take a brief break. We'll be right back right after this, and we'll talk a little bit more with Tina Goddard, her wonderful husband, Lance Goddard, and our children's ministry at Family Church Bryant. We'll be right back. Have you ever considered a Christian education for your child? Then you should check out Arkansas Christian Academy, Saline County's fully accredited premier Christian school at an affordable family rate. Students have opportunities to excel in academics, athletics, fine arts, and technology. And through our dual enrollment program, high school students can even achieve an associate's degree prior to graduation. Visit us at arkansaschristianacademy.org.
Terry Tripp's Empower Minute.
What if every day you got up, I deposited $1,440 in your bank account? You could use it any way you wanted. Here's the catch. At the close of each day, the balance not used would be canceled. Couldn't be saved or held over. But the next day, another $1,440. Think of all you could do. The truth is, each day you are credited with 1,440 minutes, free to use any way you choose. You can't save it, can't hold on to it, but like your money, the next day you get another 1,440 minutes. Learn to value time, live every moment with passion. I want to encourage you to support this station financially. Take a minute and help empower others with God's Word.
Hey, welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. If you're just joining us, where have you been? We've got Pastor Lance Goddard, children's minister at Family Church Bryant, and his wife, Tina Goddard, who is our administrator and our elementary principal at Arkansas Christian Academy. Also, I may add, she is a math specialist. I tell everybody she's the math guru on campus. So we're excited to have y'all with us on the show. As you guys are well aware, Second Chance Youth Ranch TV is really designed to acquaint our audience, in the Victory Television Network viewing area, which is far beyond the state of Arkansas, what is going on in foster care around the whole state of Arkansas. And I want to reemphasize that there are about 43 to 4,500 young people in foster care in the whole state.
In the whole state, yeah.
There are thousands of churches, and with 3 million people in the state, there's probably, I don't know, 10,000 churches in this state and a couple of million Christians. Why have we not solved the foster problem in the state? And I'll tell you why. Go into all the world and preach the gospel. Yeah, somebody else needs to go. Thank God for Second Chance Youth Ranch and Arkansas Christian Academy and Family Church Bryant. Thank you for what y'all are doing. No, hold on. This is not about y'all. Yeah. This is about y'all. This is about us.
Yeah, ownership.
You know, it's about all of us doing something. If every church in the state would foster one child, we could bring a tremendous resolution to foster care.
Absolutely.
If every church in the state of Arkansas would have one family, just one family, adopt a child, we would wipe out adoption in 2020 in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, I can see that.
So it's a big problem, but it's not one that can't be solved. And I keep saying this small state of 3 million people can be an example to the entire nation on how to bring faith and resolution to the hurting hearts of children in our state. Tina, why did you get involved in education?
God told me.
Well, there you go.
He was calling.
Obedience.
Did you have some teacher or somebody, some adult that impacted you, that influenced you? How did that come about?
Third grade teacher.
A third grade teacher. And where was that?
Bixby, Oklahoma.
Bixby,
So-
Oklahoma.
Country town
A country town. Did you graduate high school somewhere?
in Bixby. Yes.
How many were in your graduating class?
124.
124.
Wow.
That's a modest size
Yeah.
graduating class.
Yeah, I was just down the road at Broken Arrow with 1,000.
Now, you went to private school, though, didn't you,
I did my
Lance?
senior year.
Just your senior year?
Just my senior year. I was very involved in my youth group. It was my heart and passion. I knew from a very young age that I was called to do something for the Lord, and I believed God. I had no money, and I
The
believed
name of the
God,
school?
yeah. Grace Fellowship.
That was Tulsa.
Tulsa Bobby Yandian Ministry.
Pastor Bob Yandian.
Yes, sir.
And your youth pastor was Greg Ball. Greg Ball. For some folks
Changed
around
my life.
different parts of the state of Arkansas may know Bob Yandian for sure.
Yeah, teacher of the Word.
I don't know how many books he's written.
My senior year, I started back with public schools. I had gone to public schools my whole life, and I was really believing God, really tell anybody I wanted to go to my church's Christian school. And I got a call one day that someone had paid the way for me to go and asked me if I wanted to go, and God met my needs. And 3 weeks into my senior year, I transferred from 1,000 seniors to 12.
Wow.
And I wouldn't have traded it for anything.
Somebody, in essence, scholarshiped you.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you brought that up, Lance. You know, none of this is rehearsed, but we have 9 young people right now at Second Chance Youth Ranch that we are presenting the opportunity to DCFS for them to come to Arkansas Christian Academy. We're one of the best kept secrets in the state of Arkansas.
Yes, we are.
We have some of the lowest tuition for a fully accredited private Christian school anywhere in all of central Arkansas, if not the whole state.
Yes, sir.
We have a wonderful campus. We probably have on this campus right here, we have 100,000 square feet of buildings, about 60 or so thousand, maybe 70,000 are for our school. We're in the process right now of building a new elementary gym. We already have a high school, junior high school gym.
It'd be phenomenal.
And so if you're interested in sponsoring a child for our school, you don't have to sponsor the whole $5,000,
No, every little
but your prayers, your nickels, dimes, dollars, quarters, whatever it is, those make a big difference. Yeah. Those 9 children, we'd love to give them the opportunity to come.
Change
and I'm going to tell you, they're going to attend ACA if our church has to sponsor them, because we make room. And here's what I know: what you make happen for others, God makes happen for you.
That's right.
Our ministry, the ranch, the school, the church, it's all debt-free. And it's debt-free because, number one, we're givers.
Yes, sir.
And number 2, we're good stewards.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And we give our lives to help hurting people. And so we want to challenge you in this show to get involved and engaged at Second Chance Youth Ranch. We have currently, I think we have about 25 children. We have an empty home right now. We'd love to put 5 more children in that home. There's opportunities to support us financially. That's the easy part. Every dollar will be used for the glory of God. Secondly, you can become a house parent. You can stay in your home in your own community, and we will sponsor you to become a therapeutic foster parent. Or you can be a mentor. You can take them out, get approved, screened and approved. You can take them out to lunch after church. You can take them out to, if you can find a decent movie, you can take them to a movie, go out and eat pizza.
Ballpark.
Your Sunday school group can come to the ranch, your civic group. So many opportunities.
Yes.
And you guys are involved and engaged every day in the lives of our young people, either through the church, through the school.
Church, school, coaching. We both coach. Tina coaches basketball and head coach volleyball, and I coach football and help assist and defense, and we're nonstop.
We're going to come back to that because we only got a couple of seconds in this segment. You're telling me you're a children's pastor.
Yes, sir.
You coach football.
I do.
And what else? Elementary
basketball, football.
And you're the administrator of the school and the principal of the school, and you coach what?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. So around here, we are a person of many hats. As you can see right above my head there, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I've got a Second Chance Ranch hat and a cowboy hat. I've got an Army hat in my car. Around here, we just turned the bill. You know, it's Monday. Oh, today is not Monday. It's Tuesday here on set. But every day, we just do what's needed to be done.
Every day to make an impact.
Whatever it takes to get the job done. And we need you to get involved and be part of changing the lives of children in care. And we're going to tell you how when we come back. God bless.
A mission field around you is filled with young hearts needing a forever family. And at Second Chance Youth Ranch, our team is committed to providing healthy, stable, loving homes and families to hurting children in the Arkansas foster care system and those up for adoption. Please contact us if you feel the tug at your heart to help foster or adopt, and find out the steps you could take to help fulfill a child's lifelong dream. Maybe you can't foster or adopt, but you could help. The need for thousands of children in the system is staggering. But with the help of faithful partners and business alliances, we are meeting those needs right now. Would you help us make a difference? Every gift, regardless of size, impacts a child's life directly and helps provide for a home in the gap right now. Visit the Second Chance Youth Ranch website at 2CYR.org to read more, watch the stories, and to make a contribution for a hurting child's care. Monthly partners are needed, so please contact us right away. And as you partner with this ministry, you are partnering with the Heavenly Father that has promised to be Father to the fatherless. God bless you for helping Second Chance Youth Ranch.
Hey, you don't want to encourage you to get involved. The life change that happens with these kids at the ranch, just amazing. You know, I can recount a time when we've had kids come in, they come into my children's church, and they're just culture shocked. They've been taken out of families, and I've had kids crawl under foosball tables, curl up in corners. You know, I remember a little guy who did that one time, and he was so frustrated. You could see he was so hurting. But now every time I go to my podium and I pull out, I've got this little book. It says All About Dragons. And I've got a 5-page, totally picturized, worded thing from one of my favorite students who told me every day how much he loved me. You know, these kids are looking for love. And if you play your part, whether it's financially or getting involved or coming in and helping out with the house parents on taking kids out, whatever it is, I'm telling you, it'll change lives, and you too can have something that will hold your heart as you think about the impact that you've made on these boys and girls at Second Chance Ranch.
Romans chapter 12. I beg you, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God. He is not referring there to your old man. We give him our old life, and we die. I beseech you, therefore, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies, the temple of God, holy and acceptable unto God, because of the operation of God by the shed blood of Jesus that we receive in our identification with Him. We now give God our bodies. We become His resident temple, His mobile home, to go out and do what God's called us to do. It's our new body He's telling us to give Him. How do you get the new body? You got to crucify the old. Well, welcome back. I'm drinking out of my Second Chance Youth Ranch water cup. And we'd love to send these out to folks. All they have to do is contact us, say we'd love to become a partner and a friend of Second Chance Youth Ranch. We'll pack this thing with styrofoam. We'll ship it off to you. You know, a gift of any size would be great. We'd love just more than anything, we'd love to partner with people. One of the purposes, again, of this show is to let people know of the myriad of opportunities to be involved and engaged. Yes. You guys have the privilege,
the honor, the privilege,
of being involved in foster care almost every day, certainly throughout the school year. But because we're also a church, Family Church Bryant, we're involved on a weekly basis in the lives of our children. And at Second Chance Youth Ranch right now, we have our youngest child. Are y'all ready for this? Our youngest child is 2.5. I think we have a 4-year-old and one that just turned 6. And then probably our oldest is probably 17.
Yeah, I think that's right, Pastor.
But we're really working hard to make room for sibling groups. I don't know if how many people watch even realize when a sibling group of 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, sometimes 11 are taken out of a home due to abuse or neglect. Very, very few foster homes in a community can take in more than 1 or 2 children. So these children are dispersed throughout a community of foster homes. And we have one home that's just, well, most of our homes are just designated for foster homes for family units, which is such a blessing to our children. Those children then have the opportunity to come to Arkansas Christian Academy. So Tina, tell us, what is the process of a foster child or any child coming to Arkansas Christian Academy? What's step number 1, step number 2? Because there might be some folks watching in Central Arkansas who are foster parents, and there are some fundings available to help from Succeed Scholarship, School Choice, ACE, and or maybe their local church would help sponsor a foster child at ACA. So what would be the process? Step number 1, contact a school.
Contact the school, set up an interview, a testing.
Information on the screen somewhere.
Yes.
501-847-0112. Office is open this summer.
Usually they're open Tuesdays through Thursdays, 8 to 3.
And if the office is not available, they could call the administrative office, which is 501-847-1559. Sure. They set up an appointment for a tour. Someone then schedules the appointment. Might be you, might be Mr. Clinton. Then what happens after they take the tour?
Usually we will evaluate them, kind of see where they are academically.
In that evaluation, are you actually doing some sort of testing to kind of see where they're at?
We like to see where their math level is and then their reading level. And then from the reading level, we find out if they're auditory learners, kinesthetic learners, and that kind of lets us devise a plan on to meet their needs the best.
Due to the reality that sometimes foster children have been in numerous schools over sometimes just a very few years, we do find that sometimes they're behind academically.
Correct.
They're capable, they're just behind. What do we provide at Arkansas Christian Academy to help a foster child, or any child for that matter, get caught up and really get on point so they can succeed in life?
We have a skills program that we endeavor to either pull them away from not the instruction, but have more of a one-on-one or a small group.
We have a special education teacher that not only works with the child in our skills program, but actually helps observe in the classroom and then helps our classroom educator have some insights on that child's learning style and their specific need.
Yes.
Yeah.
And any modification that we may need.
Yeah, so modifications. And we do take children from public schools of all ages, kindergarten all the way through seniors, that have IEPs and 504s. That's educational jargon. But we do that as well. We do sometimes, if a child is seeing a psychologist or a counselor, our school counselor works with that counselor and that family to make sure that child gets every opportunity to succeed at Arkansas Christian Academy.
Absolutely.
Lance, you deal with them on more of a spiritual nature. So we've got just a couple of minutes. What is your involvement? Because you said earlier you teach chapel a couple of times a day. We have chapel 5 days a week at Arkansas
5 days
Christian
a week.
Academy.
I do 2 chapels in the morning. I do a younger elementary, which is now includes our pre-K, which is K4, kindergarten, 1st, 2nd grade, and then immediately after them I do 3rd through 5th grade.
And we've got more and more young people coming to Second Chance Ranch. Originally, on our original years, it was primarily 13, 14, and
it was
older.
our older students.
Now we've got a lot of younger. So
Now they're all my babies. I got all the young kids.
And you see how they go through the traumatic times of arrival at the ranch, but then how they adjust real quickly, and you get to work with them on the spiritual side.
They so much want to be loved like any other child.
Yeah.
And you see them come in the traumatic, the new, and then the relationships are established, the strength in the Word. You see them fall in love with Jesus and fall in love with you, and then they just become family. And it's an amazing role that just changes as they're here.
I was at the ranch last week, and we have a new sibling group, a large sibling group, and just watching their smiles, their hugging on our staff, they're jumping up in their arms, they're playing and they're smiling in the midst of a very traumatic event of being new at the ranch, out of their birth home, if you will, and now in a safe, loving environment. And that's what we provide here at this ministry. We're on air for a real purpose, and that is to expose to you, not just us, but to expose to you the opportunity to be a part of changing the lives of children in care. And you can be involved and engaged. And let me again emphasize how you can be involved, because it's only a big problem if you think you've got to solve it all. We're not solving the whole foster care problem at Second Chance Youth
Playing
Ranch.
our part.
We're just playing our part.
Sorry.
Every drop in the bucket makes a difference, and every drop creates a ripple. So I want you to get involved. Contact us here at 2CYR-TV and let us know of your interest, and we'll connect you with us or some other ministry in your community that is making a difference. And together, we all can make a difference in the lives of a hurting child. And I look forward to hearing from you right here at Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. And I'll see you again next week right here on Victory Television Network. God bless.